Please vote. Mr. Toma, Speaker Toma, you have 3 minutes. Members, composure. Mr. Toma.
Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, I'm not going to take 3 minutes. I've already given the points that are relevant to this. We have a process. That process should be respected. It is not being respected. I'm not going to repeat myself. I vote no.
Toma votes no. Representative Alma Hernandez, you have 3 minutes.
Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, with all due respect, yes, we do have a process, but that process is broken constantly in this chamber. Every time something that someone wants to do, we vote to change the rules to have it done. So I don't understand why, specifically on this, we have to follow the process that we're being told we have to follow when there are many occasions over the years, in the last 6 years that I have served here, that the rules change constantly to appease whatever it is that someone wants to do. So with all due respect, I reject that. According to what is being said, I do believe that it's important for us to have these discussions. We've had opportunities, and unfortunately, we do go through the right process of getting bills into the hopper. We get people to sponsor, and then our bills don't get heard by the majority. As someone who does get my bills heard, I have a lot of colleagues, unfortunately, that don't get their bills heard, and I am frustrated because things of this nature that are very important and critical to Arizonans need to be heard and discussed. We're talking about a bill that was passed before Arizona was even a state, before women had the right to vote, or many rights at that point, from the 1800s, and this is what we are arguing about right now, whether or not we should overturn something that is archaic, something that is going to really impact women in Arizona, and yet we want to talk about a process, or the right process. I want to make sure that the audience and people who are watching today understand that yes, we can change rules at any point to be able to bring things like this up for a vote. It's not us who are in the way of doing that, but the majority. And as stated, this bill had already been introduced. It could have been heard in the Health Committee. It could have been heard in any other committee, because I'll tell you, there are times where bills are assigned to committees that have no business in that committee, just because they know they can get around the process. So if we want to talk about process, great. We are doing what many times is done in this chamber in order to give people in Arizona, especially women, the right to be able to make their own decisions. And I'm still really disheartened that we're even having this conversation about whether or not we should even have these conversations on the floor.
30 seconds.
There are so many people who are watching right now and watching what Arizona is doing. The fact that we will not even entertain a motion to allow those who have been raped or pregnant by incest to be able to have an abortion
10 seconds.
Is extremely, extremely disappointing. And with that, I vote aye. Thank you.
Alma Hernandez votes aye. The motion to overrule my ruling fails. Without objection, the House stands at recess.